Hey guys, I am live again. I am done readying. I changed my clothes, and the only thing that seems left is the jacket, which I can easily wipe out with the sweaty jacket I went running yesterday. I can easily wipe out with the tissue that I bought, the the uh, cleaning tissue. I mean the anti-germ tissue. I have a headache right now. I don't know why on the sides of my head. It doesn't feel that great. Just a uh, little bit of heat. The fuck. And yeah, I got all the stuff ready. I have the phone, the the wallet, and the MMPI to test ready. I don't know if I should give it to the doctor or not. The She said give it to the nurse. Okay, I'll just give it to them, but I don't really care. But I don't really care. Only thing I have to bring is actually the answer sheet, which is just okay. I'll just give the answer sheet. I don't really care. Have the wallet with the card and another phone and my actual main phone. I got earplugs for music, and yeah, basically all I need to do is wash the fucking jacket, clean the jacket before I go out. And yeah, I'm just gonna lay down for a bit because I don't know. I feel nauseous, a little bit nauseous. So yeah, and I have the masks too as well, which is nice. I'm just gonna chill till I go out. I'm done reading, so yeah. See you in a. I'll go out in a bit. It's currently 3:10. Oh, just gonna lay down. Oh, don't know if I can see myself from here. Probably can. Yeah. Oh fuck. I have a headache, bro. Again, bro. I have a headache. Oh. There's certain things I cannot change in this world. Certain things I cannot do by myself, and it's never going to change if I don't make if I don't be like if I can't be like open about my situation. You gotta just burst. You gotta go head on heels, bro. Head on heels. Don't hide, bro. Be straight up. Be straight up.
For years of all-nighters, cake stands, ethnically diverse welcome brochures, Pinterest-perfect dorm rooms, and crushing student debt. I have $69,812. $47,000. $90,000. $35,000. $350,000. $60,000 worth of student loans. My minimum student loan payment is $1,000 a month. It should take me about 10 years to pay that back. I will be roughly 36, 45 years old. I don't know how old I'll be when I pay that off. I was actually on campus at Penn State, and
I'm watching a video about college and its misconceptions, bro. I'm watching a video about college, man. They're basically making you slaves in a sense, modern slaves for most people, like, unless you're like filthy rich. You're not filthy rich ever, like, unless you come from a rich like, background. No one's born rich. No one like actually by themselves is rich in my opinion. Uh, I'm trying to become filthy rich.
I saw that I had so much to pay, and it just was overwhelming. I didn't know how to do it. I never saw a number that big.
I just went to school for a few months, found out that it was not what I wanted at all, and now I have this $40,000 extra dollars that I have to pay, and nothing really to show for it. If I wasn't paying the student debt, oh my god, I would just invest all of my money. It feels like I will have a roommate for the rest of my life because my debt is so much.
You can't point at someone and say, this person made your student debt load so much more. It's the whole system.
So why is college so expensive? And is it worth it? Higher education today is made up of three main sectors. They all bring in money from tuition, but where they get the rest of their revenue varies. Public schools are your state schools, like SUNY or Iowa State. They get money from the government. Private for-profit schools, like the University of Phoenix or Capella University, get money from shareholders. And private nonprofits are those like Yale and American University. They get a lot of their money from donors. More on that later. But choosing a college hasn't always been so complicated. In 1636, America's first college was founded. You might have heard of it before, Harvard University. For hundreds of years, college in America was a pretty exclusive club to get into. But we've come a long way from Harvard's first graduating class of just 9 men in 1642. In 2018, more than 3 million Americans were expected to receive a college degree.
The demographics of American higher education have been utterly transformed.
In 1944, the GI Bill was signed into law, giving veterans money to attend school.
The GI Bill of Rights looks after the money end too. That's right. Tuition is taken care of, funds are provided for laboratory fees, books, supplies, and equipment.
Giving veterans money to attend school.
The GI Bill of Rights looks after the money end too. That's right. Tuition is taken care of, funds are provided for laboratory fees, books, supplies, and equipment are included.
Just a few years later, nearly half of Americans enrolled in college were veterans.
You cannot underestimate the GI Bill. This educated an entire generation of men and some women too. And it opened the doors. People who hadn't even thought that they might do the GI Bill changed what American families could aspire to.
But not everyone was able to take full advantage of the bill's benefits. It was significantly harder for women and people of color to get the tuition money and enroll in college because of the widespread discrimination by both schools and banks.
Dateline, Russia, October 4th, 1957. In a moment, the story.
In the 50s, a little beach ball-sized satellite launched into space by the Soviet Union had a big impact on the American education system.
The first Sputnik. People were worried about this clash between the Soviet Union and the United States, and suddenly it was popular to study science and math. It was patriotic.
In the 60s, the civil rights movement helped push the doors open even wider to give women and people of color access to higher education. In those years, students at University of California schools paid less than $1,000 in registration fees, no tuition if you were a resident. But with the 70s came the taxpayer revolt.
If you want something, you pay for it. Don't expect me to pay for it. It's your problem, not mine. And so what happened was the student loan process exploded.
And then came the U.S. News and World Report.
It was one of the luckiest or most ingenious publishing decisions ever.
In 1983, U.S. News and World Report published a list of America's best colleges.
It became a highly data-driven ranking. Every one of the criteria that U.S. News used depended on name recognition, traditional quality, prestige, and most of all, wealth.
Rankings played a big thing for me. I was an athlete, and so I was pretty competitive.
There have been a ton of new lists since the 1983 ranking, but the U.S. News and World Report still reigns king, and colleges keep a pretty close eye on it.
If you ask them, they will say they pay no attention to it, but within the conference rooms of admissions offices and provost offices across the land, I can assure you they pay very close attention to it.
One thing they're paying attention to are their test score averages. By the 90s, college started boosting base tuition and using the extra money to give merit-based scholarships to kids who tested well. The chief data strategist at U.S. News and World Report downplayed test scores as a major factor in their ranking, saying it's less than 8% of the methodology today, and that, quote, we've seen schools perform best in the rankings if they emphasize and perform strongly in student outcome areas, like graduation and retention rates.
He also said they further decreased the weight of SAT and ACT scores. Tuition costs at both public and private colleges have doubled since the late 80s, even when you account for inflation. Even so, more Americans are getting college degrees. But state funding for public universities has taken a hit. States spent less on higher education in 2017 than they did in 2008 before the recession. And that means students are spending more. The tuition they're paying is a big moneymaker for colleges. 2017 was the first year ever that most state schools got more money from tuition than they did from government funding.
If you're sitting in the state legislature and you're looking for money, the university system is one of your biggest costs. So when you realize, well, we cut them 2% last year, they didn't go out of business, let's cut them another 2%. What happens is you pass the buck. It goes from the taxpayer to the student.
The average student graduates with about $37,000 in student debt. Altogether, the US has $1.5 trillion of it.
This mindset that I was going to go to college, undergrad, and then I was going to go to grad school and get my PhD. I thought that I would get through it and then come out on the other side with a job and then be able to pay it off, but that did not go according to plan.
Rachel Brandt got her undergraduate degrees in math and economics from Iowa State. Then she moved to New York to pursue her master's in economics. She left grad school after her first semester to better cope with mental health issues she was going through.
I thought that I would just withdraw and be fine, but then a couple weeks after I withdrew, I got an email from the school saying that I owed them $6,000 right away. And that was rough. So I didn't know how I was going to pay that, and that was very stressful. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different student loans that all have to be paid with different interest rates. The number just keeps going up. I will be paying $867 in rent a month, and that's about how much I'm gonna have to be paying in loans. I look at my bank account
That's 3:20, bro. Like 10 minutes. I don't want to ever be. Oh, bro. I don't know. It's not the path for me, bro. I feel like I don't have the money. Just I don't want to be. First of all, I don't have money to attend. Number two, even if I get a loan or something, you know how much the debt is gonna be? It's just fucking, it's not a safe route, bro. It's much safer to take risks early on. Much safer, bro. Much safer to be taking risks early on, bro. I take risks, man. Done. Ah! Yo. What the fuck?
Merit-based scholarships to kids who tested well. The chief data strategist at US Neurology Today, and that quote, "We've seen schools perform best in the rankings if they emphasize and perform strongly in student outcome areas, like graduation and retention rates."
A job and then be able to pay it off, but that did not go according to plan.
Not to finish a degree she started.
I look at my bank account every day, and it's very scary.
Rachel is far from the only one not to finish a degree she started. Only about 57% of undergrads complete their degree within 6 years. One option students turn to for a more flexible and at times more affordable path to a degree are for-profit colleges, like University of Phoenix or DeVry University. The industry has been in flux, but today a little more than 900,000 students attend for-profit colleges in the US, many of whom use federal loans to help cover the cost.
I felt like I wanted to do something practical that would clearly lead to a specific job. But Art Institute of New York City was suggested to me. Now, I really regret that it was because it turned out to be a terrible financial experience.
Despite for-profits being just a small fraction of all colleges in the US, for-profit students default on their student debt at a much higher rate. China is a first-generation college student from New York.
Okay, I need to go now. What time is it? It's 3:26. I really have to go now, bro. Fucking. Okay, I have to go out in 4 minutes. Man, I have to go out right now. Oh, I have to go right now. Fuck, I don't want to talk. Same pattern, right? I just don't talk anything else. Okay, I'm gonna go out right now. Oh, fucking headache right now, bro. I have a headache. Okay. Oh, I forgot to clean the fucking thing. Like, I should have done it earlier. I'm stupid. Oh my god. Why didn't I clean this earlier, bro? Oh. Okay, I'm trying to clean it now. Okay, just put all of it in the jacket, bro. I'll put everything in the jacket. Oh, fuck, I have a headache, bro. Not good, I have a headache right now. Like, whenever I bend down, my fucking thing has a bad headache. Ugh. Oh. 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 Bro. Okay, I'm ready. Jesus. Oh, shit. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, my back. My fucking leg, bro. Fuck. Listen to music. Some wallet. And this thing. Okay. I think I got everything I need. I'll fold it so it's easy to carry. Yeah, I got everything I need. And then I'm gonna go out. Guys, I'm gonna head out right now. I'll stream back when I'll stream when I'm back. Bye bye.